Okay, so if you freeze your eggs, can you still get pregnant? And I think the other question is people ask a lot is, will this put me into menopause? And so every month, really how I explain this to people is you are born with a vault of eggs. And every month, whether you've gone through puberty, whether you're on birth control, whether you're breastfeeding, whether you're pregnant, a group of eggs comes out into the ovaries. One of those eggs will mature and ovulate, and then the rest of those eggs will die off that month in a process called apoptosis. And so we're in a constant cycle from when we're in our mother's womb to up until menopause where we're losing these eggs. And so with IVF, we are only taking the eggs that you would have otherwise lost that month. So we're growing that group's or that month's group of eggs. We have no way to get into the vault. We can only access what your ovaries or what the vault has released into the ovaries that month. And so, no, it doesn't put you into menopause. And the other part of that is, yes, you will still be able to get pregnant if you haven't struggled with that before. How long can you keep your eggs frozen for? You can keep them frozen forever. So whether it's 5, 10, 30 years, we do not have any evidence that these eggs ever go bad. So there's no limit on however long you freeze them. Another common question people ask is, I have an IUD. Do I have to take my IUD out to do the testing or to freeze my eggs? And the answer is no. So whether you have a hormonal IUD, be it Mirena, Kyleena, any of those, whether it's that or a Paragard, the non-hormone, so the copper IUD, none of those you have to take out for testing for IVF stimulation, nor do you have to take them out for your egg retrieval. So everything will stay in place, meaning you don't have to get your IUD removed and you don't have to get one put back in because it can stay in the whole time. Another form of birth control, the contraceptive pill. So do you have to stop that during egg freezing? So for the initial testing, typically no, you can stay on the birth control. Now, if your anti-Mullerian hormone number, that AMH number, comes back low, something to be aware of is that birth control, even though it doesn't diminish your egg count, it can temporarily decrease your AMH, right? Because it's suppressing the FSH from your brain. You're not ovulating. And so you really are not producing a ton of AMH anymore. And so sometimes if you get a really low number and I ask someone, okay, well, how long have you been on this birth control? And they've been on it a long time. Sometimes we'll say, all right, well, stop it. And I'll have them stop it for usually about 3 months. And they'll use kind of a different contraceptive option. Usually their AMH will come back to normal. If it doesn't, then we know, okay, your window of fertility is maybe shorter because you have less eggs left. So for the testing, no. If your AMH is low, you may have to stop it for a few months to see if that number comes up. For the actual stimulation, when you start doing the injectable medications and the retrieval, yes, we do have you stop your birth control, but you can pick it right up again once you get your period after the egg retrieval.